Your description of your colleague's behaviour portrays Spacer's choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official record. Do not discuss, describe or imply the contents of your report to your co-workers. Basically, it never happened, right? It just didn't happen. Don't talk about it. See no evil. Hear no evil. Submit no evil as a report. I'm pretty sure that Pam must have been taken out by that Marauder. I sort of remember her engaging someone who was in front of these elevators, and I ran past her to hit them. And that's the last I saw of her. Which means it wasn't one of us that took her out. Which is good news. I mean, I say it's good news. She's still dead, and I suppose in the end it doesn't really matter, but it also really does. It does. It matters. I can't even say why it matters, but it does. She went down fighting the people she was built to fight. And not because she got in the way of, you know, somebody who was trying to help her. It makes a difference. Right, these are... Is this like pure adrenatine or something? Is this... or is it... It's the chemical in one of its states? Slightly worrying, really, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, because there is a lot of the stuff around. Charge! And smash! Oh, God. Almost ran into a wall at very high speed. Oh, line him up, line him up, line him up. Knock him down. Line him up. Knock him out. Would probably... Oh, did I miss? I actually missed. Oh, we got a Marauder drug drone? What the hell is that? Okay. Hit it in the blue bit. Did that? Oh. Hi. This is a little weird, actually, isn't it? He's still got friends. Right. Okay, is that everybody? More terminals, more safes, lots more jars of the cyan goo. Bluey, aqua, green. I'm going to go with cyan. It's sort of the same colour as your fluid, in a way. Maybe not. It's hard to tell because there is definitely a tinge of something in the air here, which is probably not a good sign. It probably means we're currently breathing it in. Some of us are currently breathing it in. Alright, let's check the place over. I'm beginning to, well, worry? Worry's not the right word. Get a little bothered by the fact that a lot of these Marauders are wearing the same helmet as me. I don't feel... Well, I don't feel like it's particularly my look anymore. It's just more Marauder look. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It probably doesn't make sense, but it also should. I'm sort of like... Yeah, I mean, I just kind of look like another Colossus, don't I? I'm not loving that idea now. No, I'm not. I mean, this is actually way more armor and does help me pick locks. I think perhaps around town I should go like this, because that's a way of letting everyone know I'm not a marauder. Yes, and then when we're out here, we should do that. That way, I can possibly open some locks without, you know, switching outfits. Nope. Still can't. Still got to do it. Oh well. And automated AT. Right, I've already got one of those. I should probably try it out, but honestly, it's very rare that my health drops. And usually when it does, the last thing that's going to happen is me sprint anywhere, unless it's towards them to hit them with a hammer. So, just lots more stuff. Right, so then we have a number. Let's remember. See, it does make, with the helmet on, it makes it a little easier to change. Let's check these terminals. Department Manufactory. S. Garcia. Messages. To Manufactory Department, subject, new adventure. I run the SMC's Interdepartmental Systems and Serfdoms game. We host participants from every part of Spacer's Choice family, technical support, human resources, and even here in Manufactory. We just reached the stunning conclusion of our last campaign, and I've submitted the necessary paperwork to begin a new one. Interested? A few spaces for adventuring spacers are still available. Not sure what Systems and Serfdom is? Not totally, but I probably can guess. Don't worry, we're beginner friendly, and I'll be happy to walk you through the character creation and more. S&S is all about helping each other and having a good time after all. If you're not familiar with Systems and Serfdoms, fret not. Novice entry fees are minimal. Please note that I'm required by corporate to submit a detailed report of our adventures for moral hygiene auditing. Please also note that any subversive character concepts will result in immediate report. See, it was sounding kind of interesting, and then it got kind of boring. Can we have black market S&S games going on where we play subversives? That might be cool. From Jaramillo, great work. Thank you for putting in the extra time to fix those terminals on the top floors. Top floor terminals could be important. Even though you're not a designated member of the technical support team, your work saved me a reprimand on my permanent record. In fact, your work was so impressive that I thought you might appreciate having a few more tasks on your desk. Well done, you've done a sterling job, and as a reward, I'm going to overwork you even more. You must have noticed the adhesive notes on your desk. These are backlogged repair tasks from the technical support team. I understand you've got your own work in Manufactory, but I think you'd benefit from the additional tasks. Remember, work fortifies the spirit, therefore being overworked gives you a really fortified spirit, I suppose. Really? Does anybody like Tony? Is there anybody liking Tony at the moment? I don't think so. I'm thinking I didn't notice all this. I don't really need it. Oh, no. It's not the Adreno time. That is actually Adreno. Was there any other terminals in this place? There's a... Oh, there are some people still in there. Were there any terminals out here that I didn't... I don't think so. I think we got all the terminals. And there's a big door there. Hi! And... yeah, switching to that is not going to help you, I'm afraid. There we go.
Infestation encroaching.
I found a repair bench. I don't need it at the moment, but I'm still awfully happy to see one at the moment. Yes, I am. Just knowing it's there and that I can repair... I might just repair things anyway. I might. I mean, to be honest with you, 82% could do with a bit of a repair, couldn't I? Alright, are we seeing anything to loot? I probably should shut up and concentrate on looting, but right now I'm so excited. I just want to get... Okay. Wait a minute, doesn't this just go to the same... Yes. Okay, it is in fact actually bothering me, so I'm going to open it. I know. I'm just finding any old excuse to whip my clothes off. It's probably some sort of deep-seated character flaw. Let's just move on from it and not mention it. Yeah? I think that's probably the best plan. Repairing all equip. I have got so many repair parts right now. Okay, yes, we will repair that. How many repair parts do I possess? 414 weapon parts, 284 armor parts. I remember a time when I was busy junking things, worried that I might run out of those. I don't know what made me think I would, because I have never at any point come close to being short of them. I mean... Oh, it was this. Looks like some sort of gambling device. Yeah, the only thing I've ever come close to running out of were mag picks in the very, very early days. So I was a little judicial about how often I opened things. Okay. I have a feeling that is where we're going. Right, so we've got vending machines on the floor below and a workbench on this floor. I've got loads of carry weight left. Okay, we don't need to go back and see the vending machines. I made that sound like they're old friends, didn't I? Call in on the vending machines and say hi. In a weird way, they kind of are. But it is a weird way. A way I should probably not verbalise out loud from now on, otherwise you might begin to think I am going ever so slightly crazy. I'm going to choose to ignore that look. Dead Marauder. Synthesizing what? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm all into science, and science that goes zzz and bubbles and looks impressive and has lights. But even I know,
Is that what treated time gets made?
Preparing for sanitization mode. The Purge.
Oh, I'm liking that mode. Yeah, I mean, even I know. When you build something like this with a glass dome, you are dangerously close to being the scientist that goes mwahahahaha. Yeah? I mean, really. Probably should stop worrying about loot and just... Okay, I'm still worrying about loot. I'm still wondering, is there any loot here? I can't help it. There is something wrong with me. There is. I have a flaw that I am finding difficult to overcome. Alright. Is any of this useful? No. Okay then. Let's keep on going around. I see a door up there. Lots of bubbling. Oh, it's one of those wheel things. I'm really unnerved by the fact that there's...
Is this the place? Looks like it.
Okay, there's a ventilator shaft. There is Dr. Olivia Ambrose office. I am going to check that shaft. There is also an elevator to the lobby. Probably going to eventually go there. Before we head into the office, because, look, this is a serial drama, so we know what's going to happen. We're going to enter there, and our mysterious stranger's going to appear and go, "So you have arrived, have you? You have fallen neatly into my trap. Allow me to monologue and explain my entire dastardly plan while stroking this cat." Mwahahaha. Yeah? We know that's what's going to happen, so let's just check around. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard some shift in the sound of the science, and that maybe it was reacting. Is it me, or does that seem to be reacting to us? I feel like it's kind of Did I just pick up something interesting? I might have. Let's just check that. It was called... Yes! Yellow belly suit! Okay. No. Although, it's got a bit of a nice shine. But, okay, what is this? Originally designed for zookeepers. Ooh, we could give this to Nyoka. This suit's ability to frighten nearby animals made it attractive to big game hunters. See? My instincts are still steering me in the right direction. Eventually, Spacer's Choice made a military version. And it does damage bonus to humans, 10%. Damage to creatures, 10%. It is medium armor. Level 32. I couldn't tinker that very far up, unfortunately. Out of curiosity... No. Not Felix. Definitely not for Felix. Shame I can't put armor on Sam, isn't it, really? Not that it would fit. I was thinking more like change his look. You'd look pretty awesome with a top hat, you know that. Anyway, right. Okay, hello. So, let's just ignore that for a second and see where this goes, yeah?
Entering quiet mode.
Okay. It's a secret way in. That was somewhat ruined by Sam just legging it around and coming through the door. We're intrepid adventurers sneaking into the enemy's lair. Is the floor creaking? I'm hearing creaking. Okay, no, I really wasn't expecting. We'd walk through the door, and the door would shut behind us, and then there'd be, well, an appearance. Watercolor painting. Oh, you don't think that's Minnie's, do you? One of Minnie's paintings in Mummy's office. That does somewhat suggest she did, in fact, have a soft spot for her own daughter. Probably something that would get her in trouble with corporate, but kind of makes her a little more endearing for me. Alright. I'm seeing an intercom. I'm seeing a terminal. I'm seeing a journal. Prototype light pistol! A prototype light pistol? What is that? This was one of the first pistols ever produced by Spacer's Choice. Although this model boasts superb all-round performance, executives realized they couldn't remove most of its components and cut production costs by 3/4. Oh no, they could. The initial engineer was fired and replaced by an accountant who proceeded to create the light pistol, now known and loved through Halcyon. Oh! No, light as in... Oh, right, light as in not heavy. For some odd reason, I thought it was like a pistol that shot light, which would make it a laser pistol, but I don't know. I just... Shush. Prototype light pistol. So it's just an early prototype of the light handgun, and it's got a bloody incredible DPS. Plus it's got reduced sway. Okay, we're just testing it out for science. Okay, let's just... You know, that is rather impressive. It's also not a giant hammer, so it's not really my thing. Okay, I'm just going to open this first. And now I realise probably whoever's on this intercom is probably watching me get in and out of my clothes. Fine, I hope they were impressed and suitably titillated. Right, let's check the terminal before we pick up the journal, because I have a feeling someone's just waiting for us to put our hands on that. Let's use the terminal. Welcome, user Ambrose O. Messages! Incoming messages! Wait. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations, an automated message has been sent to your supervisor notifying them of your idleness. New tasks will be dispatched to you momentarily. Remember, idle time. So if you delete your messages, they assume you've got nothing to do. Outgoing messages. Ooh, lots of those. Sent to Goodfellow L. To Goodfellow L, subject RE production schedule. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? Cheers, Ollie. Right. I mean, Minnie's mum here has definitely got a bit of that evil, empire-building maniac vibe going, right? You know, you think you can hide from me, you little insignificant twerp. I have things that will make your life a living nightmare, etc., etc. I mean, she's got that definitely down pat. Okay, return to Goodfellow L. Sent messages. Okay, to Goodfellow RE production schedule. The schedule you sent me must be a template or the work of an intern because it's patently insane. We're nowhere near hitting Lucian's proposed milestones. Branding hopes and wishes won't magically change that, no matter what the corporate office says. My compound is months from viable, Lawrence. It kills people. If you'd like proof, you're welcome to try it yourself. I'll even show you where to stick it. She really does instill mixed feelings because I like that. Expect to see a revised schedule before the week is out. Yes, cheers, Ollie. I like the way she actually ends all of her emails. Ollie. To Goodfellow, subject, production schedule. Should I have read these in the opposite order? Probably. I've seen the brand managers sniffing around, Lawrence. I know your department is gearing up for a big announcement, and mine is the only project on this asteroid. Send me your intended production and release schedule immediately. Cheers, Ollie. Okay. Subject, radio documentary participation. Lawrence, this is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucian demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucian guarantees me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak the details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. See, that does tend to suggest she might be the person who sent the team to stop us. I feel... I mean... I don't know why. It felt that the message from the person who put the hit out had a slightly different tone, but, maybe it was the same person. It could, of course, be the Lucian person. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. We can't have them fraternizing with the project staff outside of their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. See, I'm loving that phrase as well. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Cheers. Ollie. Okay. Toxi-free rebranding. Change the name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose... Okay, we've already read that one, haven't we? In another terminal. Yes, we have. Okay. That was the outgoing messages sent to Blakesley. Shall we read... Let's read them in the other order this time. Frequency of testing updates. Marion, it's been 3 weeks. Where are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA's status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects. We have read this. We've read this. I want to see charts, Mary. Big charts with lots of precious little numbers. Right, yeah, no, we have definitely read that one. Test subject status. Marion, I see now why you held back your reports. Strangulation, attempted disemboweling, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable. An unmitigated disaster. Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucian. Surely, when I show him these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. Really? Really? You believe that? She's oddly naive, isn't she? Okay. Condolences, etc. Right, no, we've definitely read that one. RE condolences. Marion, cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Right, so she started off having a twinge of conscience and doing something humane, and then she realised what was happening and thought, oh my god, what is going on? And rescinded the order. Too low. Jasper. Right. Subject, AT concerns. Jasper, I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, even by SC standards. Priyantha and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's No, we've read that one. We've actually read that one too. Okay. Were there any other outgoing messages? Yes, sent to... Other... Okay, let's do it in reverse. 4 to ChemLab, monthly physicals, high priority. We have read that. Yes, we have. We have read that. To Gorgon staff, employee termination, Herbert St. Germain. Effective immediately, Herbert's... We found Herbert! St. Germain is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice PR&D division. His body has been forwarded to chemical waste dump for processing. So it was just sent there. Mr. St. Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. It's only thanks to the swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. I understand that Mr. St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanour. This is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similarly friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately, because being nice proves you're a spy. We are shifting all of Mr. St. Germain's remaining tasks to other laboratory technicians. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave... grave, he's lying in a pool in the dump. Or discussing his departure will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resources Re-Education and Reallocation Department. Right. To Chem Lab. Subject, updated security protocol. I think we've read this. Yes, we have. We've read that one. To Gorgon managers. Subject, seize all recordings high priority. Seize all recordings high priority. Bring them to me immediately. And, yeah, for Pete's sake, don't let the journalists off the asteroid. Right. So she'd realised she was making a bit of a mistake at this point, yeah? Deleted messages. Received from Goodfellow L. Right, let's keep with the reverse thing. Radio documentary participation. Approved. Next time, allow me to make this kind of... Right, we've read that. Great timing. I was... Okay, this is about the production schedule. Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at the OCI, the design of a production schedule is more an art than a science. The timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more an aspirational cartography. Respectfully, Lawrence. Don't think she's going to agree. RE production schedule. If you're receiving this message, I'm currently unavailable. In my absence, I've instructed my secretary, Herbert Harrell. Oh, could be a different Herbert. There's two Herberts. Okay. That's unfortunate. Herbie. Or wait. Maybe that's the same Herbie. Okay, you know what? I am probably going to have to give up trying to figure out who's who if they're all called Herbert or Herbie. Right. Return to messages. Deleted messages. Right. Received from Blakesley M. This terminal has not received a message from Blakesley M in 2,447 days. From Low J. Displaying all deleted... Right. From Low J, subject RE-AT concerns. Dr. Ambrose, RE, what do you think? These days, I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by SC standards. SC standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness and SC sees 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. SC is going to try and push us to turn those hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is habit-forming and SC is going to see an increase in demand for our never-ending supply of xenosite waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. Long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there's a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some of the dangerous side effects. That's going to take time, a lot more time than corporate realizes. Right. And that is all of the messages. Admin functions. There are no admin functions available at this time. Really. Okay then, I'm going to pick up the journal.
That's enough. Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary in Halcyon on you. It's
That's
your
okay.
choice, Captain.
No, I'm okay with that.
Well, I thought about it, and I'm still gonna dropkick this coward the moment I get a chance.
Nope, I'm with you on that. Right, out of curiosity... Still can't get in there. That is... Admin functions. Are there any admin functions? No. Alert! Strike Panic Lockdown engaged. There is an actual status called Strike Panic Lockdown. Alright. Please shelter in a place while the workforce is pacified. Spacer's Choice apologises for any emotional disturbance or physical discomfort this traitorous employee action may have caused you. Executive counsellors will be on site during the next staffing cycle to help you work through any residual grief or trauma you may be suffering. Enjoy a Spacer's Choice 0G brew while you wait, if you can get to a vending machine, at no charge to your C-suite liquor stipend. Really? Wow, they must consider Strike Panic Lockdown to be, like, really bad if they're giving away free Spacer's Choice 0G brew. I mean, really, that's mildly terrifying.
I see a vent over there. We could get out that way.
Really? I'm so glad you spotted that. I saw loot. Huh. It's amazing where our brains go, isn't it? Right. You can't.
Muting volume now.
Oh, you're being quiet. Got it. Sorry. You said muting volume now. No, but now. So there is a, that's the elevator to the lobby. Right. We haven't read the book yet. I feel like that's important for some reason. And that's the elevator downstairs. Now... yeah. So... here's the thing, though. I really was expecting there to be some way that we would essentially... because there's a thing here we want to find, right? Obviously the wrong building. Damn it. Alright, fine, we're leaving. Before we do, I just want to have a look. Logs, water cooling paint. Right, no, it will be... here. Dr. Ambrose's journal. A journal containing the scientific discoveries and private thoughts of Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Worthless without context, but priceless to those who know its value. Oh. So I can't read it. Really, I can't read it. Because I don't have context. I don't have context. Really? Context is now a super secret code? Well, I mean, I suppose it kind of is, in a way, but not really when it comes to scientific data, really. I mean, if your code is that hard to crack with scientific data, it's not context, it's a bloody code. Right. I do feel like I'm missing something. Alright. So we just leave here now. We just leave here and nobody's going to try and stop us. But didn't she say leave now? Didn't she say leave now? Or I'll send everyone after you. But what does she mean by that? I mean, I see some people. We can go and hit them. But what exactly did she mean by that? With your prize safely in hand, talk to Minnie Ambrose to receive your work. I mean, does she mean don't go and speak to Minnie? Do not go to speak to Minnie. Is that what she means? It's probably what she means. Let's just... okay, there's something horribly wrong with my hearing. Oh my god. Yes. Were we in there too long? Am I suffering the effects of drugs? Okay, this is very, very disturbing. Okay. Oh. And... no, seriously, I'm going deaf. I'm actually going deaf. Okay. I can hear. Okay, I can hear. All right, I must have just had something in my ear. Right. Okay. Strange sounds again. Right. The thing is we're still looking for some... Before we leave Gorgon, there is still the matter of... Find a clue at the Synthesis and Manufactory Observatory. Morris Walton has left a clue somewhere near the SMC Observatory. And that is there. But this... Oh, this door was locked. Maybe now the lockdown has been de-locked down? We can get in there? Is that going to be it? That could be it. Alright, let's get back up there, because before I leave Gorgon, I definitely want to get inside the SMC... sorry, the SSSS hideaway. Yes, I do. Because I want to know what is in there. And it was just... We just followed this, right? I think so. Have I? Oh, missed that one. Okay. Please be open, please. Because wasn't it barred or something? Okay. Then what am I missing? What am I missing? I must be missing some other way up there. Unless we did miss an elevator or a set of stairs or something in the Synthesis and Manufactory Center itself. Okay, we got canids. Okay, let's just get these guys out of the way. Canid Sentinel. Smack it in the head. Oh, God, that wasn't enough. Okay, then. Or was it? I've still got my guaranteed critical, which makes me think I just killed something. How about you? Are you still there? Whoa. Oh. Ooh. There is a big sound coming from... That was the Canid Sparkler is making a lot of noise. I'm crippled. I'm fine. Sort of. I'm crippled. Which I suppose means I'm not fine. Okay. I can hear something there. I don't think there was like a super secret... No. No super secret way here. So then... Okay. What? We have not been here! Okay, that's a good sign. Okay. And yes, right. Just...
We're definitely trespassing. But don't let that stop you.
You really are worried about trespassing? Worried about upsetting, Space's choice, are you?
When does a man become Marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the Aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a Marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder?
Who's Harvey?
Spacer's choice?
Was that her husband? Is he a marauder? Definitely a conscience, though. Definitely a human being there. Okay, stop hiding the loot, guys. Definitely. Alright.
They call them Marauders. Like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
I'm liking her passion. I'm liking her disgust. I think she is the ghost of Gorgon. But I don't quite understand why she's trying to stop us bringing this to light. Does she think it won't help? That it'll make things worse? Does she just want it buried?
Looks like an observatory to me. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere.
There will be. There will be. There will be a clue. There will be a comic. There will be a rising exclamation as I go rushing towards the SSSS hideaway to find out what's inside. After we read the comics, of course. Found it. Okay, before we do that, calm down. Do all the looting before you do the reading, yeah? Guys? I know I've been having some weird hallucinations, but you guys are seeing a floating, possibly holographic sprat, right? That's oddly hypnotic. Now I want one of those in the ship. These must be holographic plates, I guess, or projectors. That's kind of cool. That is more than kind of cool. That's really very cool. And what have we got here? Data pad, maybe. Spectrum vodka, probably worth selling. I want to see what that's pointed at. Yes, I do. Okay, well, we didn't come here to see holographic sprats. No, we didn't. We came here... Maurice, I have made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong. I think with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are, and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, up on your vaunted perch, when the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you and your fine telescope? Do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane. These wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They've whispered to me the trick of their metamorphosis, and I have bottled it as they taught me. Come down from the shadow of the manufactory, Maurice, down to the ravine, and they will teach you the trick too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. All glory to the pet. Eustace. Yeah, totally not nuts, right? Totally not nuts. Pick up The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, issue 1! We can now read them all! Okay. The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald, Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Plague of Manti-Men, issue 1 of 4. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the comic's spine is the word speak. In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Manti-Men, intent on taking the cities for their own. Manti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle King Sysax Sassafras, against Excelsior in hand-to-claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insect foe with the help of his handy pet. Okay. His eye is caught by Isabella Fame Fatale, Manti Mastermind's dancing queen. Will our mustachioed hero survive his brush with the Spindle Knight and with love? I don't know. Let's find out. So, we now have all of the clues. We have all of the... Right, that was number 1. That was number 4. That was number 3. Now, we found number 2 first of all, did we not? Did we read it? I think we sort of might have done. Where is it? Where is it? Please tell me we've got it. Please tell me I haven't dropped it or put it in a... Okay, calm down. Right, no. There we go. Number 2! Okay, we can read it from here. Let's do it that way. After his run-in with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal canids escapes from the laboratory of an evil, unemployed scientist. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The king connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty pet, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaw and heal his wounded heart? Yeah, we have read that. Makes a bit more sense now, doesn't it? And 3. After pacifying the Canid threat, rejuvenated hero Archibald Excelsior is deployed to the subterranean metropolis of Hephaestus to quell the rise of supervillainous a cappella band, the Sprat Pack, when a new foe arrives to stop him. Buff Hardman, we've read this too, acquisitions agent of Super Dark Reclamation, will stop at nothing to acquire Hephaestus Mining's productive corporate enclave for his shadowy shipping concern. When Excelsior interferes with Hardman's plans to mind control the Sprat Pack, Hardman turns his dastardly mind-controlled ray on Excelsior. Will our mustachioed hero free his mind from Hardman's power with his newly healed heart intact? Let's find out. Number 4, pretty sure we haven't read this one. After narrowly escaping the clutches of the nefarious agent Buff Hardman, wounded hero Archibald Excelsior has a heart in turmoil, a broken pet, and no time to rest, because an ancient colossus slumbering beneath the crust of the prison planet Tartarus arises and hungers for the flesh of thousands. As the Colossus lays waste to the maximum security penitentiary, Excelsior's nemesis Hardman returns to haunt him. Now Excelsior must face down 2 devilish foes at once as lava encroaches on all sides. Excelsior's odds look grim until a chance lightning strike ignites the pet and gives the Ace Exterminator a fighting chance. Will our mustachioed hero slay the giant and finally mend his broken heart? We're never going to find out, because it essentially... unlock the secret society. I don't... Maybe the 4 heroes who have been leaving comics for us have written some fan fiction for us. Maybe they've written fan fiction and they've ended the story and we can find out what happens to our mustachioed hero and his tragically broken heart. was he painting an X on the floor?